Andy Gillies here, and today I just wanted to show you how interpreters can highlight and annotate PDF documents that they're preparing for meeting assignments. So I've got here a public document that I want to prep, and I'm using PDF Viewer, which is one of the Mac PDF readers, but this, what I'm going to show you, works on pretty much every PDF viewer, Mac, Windows or tablet. So on most readers you'll have a menu bar, and somewhere there'll be a little icon that opens an annotation bar. So this is the annotation bar, and the first thing I'm going to do is click on this, which is mark text. Now this is a PDF where I can mark text. We'll come back to the other type of PDF a little bit later. And you can see here that I've been given the choice of colour. Now I'm going to stick with blue. What I often do with PDFs is I'll mark in blue the content and I'll mark in green the vocab. But there are endless possibilities with colour coding. If you were doing adversarial proceedings, for example, you could have one colour for one party, one for the other party, and one for the adjudicating authority. You can make up any colour coding that suits you and the meetings that you're working in. So I'm going to mark that in blue. That seems to be a title for me. If I think I've marked the wrong colour, you can actually right click, go to Style, Colour and change. But I'm happy with blue for that. And I look down to the next page. Okay, I think that's content to me. And now I see something, European Green Deal, which I think I want to call vocab, so I'm going to highlight it in green. And similarly, climate neutral maybe, and IPCC. Maybe back to blue for this title here. So there you have a very simple way of highlighting in different colours. So you can look through your document again and read either for the vocab or for the content. Now, when we were using paper documents, we would usually have written maybe different language versions of what we've highlighted next to it. And you can do that in PDF as well. In PDF Viewer it looks like this. It's called a text box function. And I'll click on that. Again, colour is suggested to me, so it would look like that in this PDF Viewer. It'll be similar but slightly different in all the others. And I can choose blue, but I'm going to stick with green because that's my colour for terminology. And I'm going to put that somewhere near Green Deal. And it's going to be Pacte Vert in French. And then climate neutral, text box. In the official translation, this was neutre pour le climat. And I think also, I just want to remind myself that IPCC is quite different in French, just in case I forget it. So there you have a very simple way of annotating, very much like the way a lot of people annotated paper before we all went to PDFs. But of course this works on what we'd call searchable PDFs. So what do I mean by searchable? Well, if I go up here to the search box and I put in proposal, say the first word, you'll see that it finds the word. Unfortunately, not all PDFs are well made like that. And very often, like this one, you'll have, the computer really sees it as an image. So if I put shampoo into the search box, it won't even find it, although we can see it in front of us. And that's because this file is seen by the computer as an image rather than a set of words. But there is an option for annotating this too. And I go to my annotation toolbar again, and instead of the mark text, I'm going to go with this felt tip here. Again, I get a choice of colours. I also get a choice of thickness of the felt tip line and opacity, because I generally want to be able to see the text underneath the colour. So I'm going to highlight shampoo. I'm just dragging the mouse here to do this. Product description, Maybe packaging is going to be important for the discussion. And now I see a couple of things I want to notice terminology. So I'm going to switch to green, like that. And then mark those like that. And similarly as with the original PDF, I can add a text box here and put my vocab in near the appropriate word. Now the fact of these two different types of highlighting existing, the felt tip and the text marking, can actually be exploited for various things. For example, whether or not the highlights would appear in bookmarks or in a table of content, or whether or not the highlights would be exported or not. But that has or will be the subject of future films.